in the soil. Not that I'm asking you to go outside and eat soil, but at the same time, when children are playing and we're in these environments, we're picking up different microbes which our gut then has an effect with. And so this is all linked to our immune system as well. Because our biodiversity has changed since Neanderthal times, about 30 to 40%. And again, that's huge from a lifestyle perspective. It's all from a lifestyle perspective. And as I say, if you just pick up one thing, then that's amazing, because then that goes on and compounds. And the same with infants, as I say, where they're playing, but also how we're born as well, whether it's a natural birth, whether it's a C-section, whether it's breastfeeding, whether it's bottle feeding, all has a change with our gut microbiome. So again, all of these little factors that we don't even think about impact our immune system and impact our gut. So I find it fascinating, because that's my field, that a child's gut microbiome is set from the age of 3.5. So when your child gets to 3.5, that is the gut microbiome that's set. Until about 60s, 70s, when our lifestyle changes again, and then our gut microbiome starts to change again. And so with our immune system being within our gut, it makes up 70% of the lymphoid tissue in weight. And so you can see why our gut significantly impacts our immune system. And that's why I find it so fascinating, because that's what I'm all about. So when our immune system is under stress, or there's a prolonged overload of stress in our lives, that can lead to illness, along with too much gluten, ultra-processed foods, those foods from the aisles that we shouldn't really be picking up too freely. It can lead to leaky gut. Now, I've experienced leaky gut, and it's like a tea bag with running water through it, the perforations of the tea bag. That's how I can describe leaky gut. So at the age of 27, I was diagnosed with it. I had a lot of emotional stress. I did set up my first business when I was 21, in a health club, with a beauty clinic, and then another one, so I had people in each. So I was really busy working. But then when I was 23, I had a phone call from my mother saying that my father had suddenly passed away. And then when I was 26, my mother had a stroke. It doesn't sound very healthy, I know, but the fact is that emotional stress was then prolonged. And I suddenly, I was probably eating too much gluten as well at that time, suddenly had these severe mood swings, like mood swings that you would never want to have. I mean, seriously, never want to have. And I thought, my goodness, this isn't me. So I went to a naturopath and was diagnosed with leaky gut, candida of the gut. And it took me 5 to 6 years to heal my gut with elimination diets, different naturopaths, because of what the effects that this can have: tiredness, malaise, lethargy, brain fog, stabbing pains in your stomach. So when the body holds a red flag up to you, which it does, it holds a red flag and says, my digestion is not good. I've got gas, I've got bloating, I've got stomach pains, I've got chronic fatigue, I've got mood swings, I've got depression, I've got anxiety, I've got headaches, I've got hormone imbalances, I've got unexplained weight gain or weight loss. These are all things that if you resonate with any of them, is your gut going, knock, knock, I need some help, I need some change. And that's where we have to then address. And I tend to think of a visual picture, of a simple, easy picture of your food recycling bin. After a week of food recycling bin, you dump it on your nice grass with your beautiful flowers, and it starts to fungate and slowly stench and all the rest of it, and goes out and kills all that beautiful grass and all those beautiful flowers. That's what an offset gut microbiome will do. And that doesn't give a healthy picture, does it? It really, really doesn't. So we want to look after it. So again, think about it. Why one day can you look in the mirror and go, wow, I look absolutely amazing. Life is fantastic, let's go. And then the next day you go, what the heck happened? I feel terrible. Your self-talk goes off and you're going, I look rubbish, and oh my God, where does this come from? Oh, forget the day, I really don't want to go out, I am not facing the day today. And that, when you were only amazing yesterday, is literally down to our gut and many, many more. So anatomy tells us that the gut and brain are connected via our vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve is a major component of the parasympathetic or rest and digest, and apart from as opposed to our autonomic nervous system, which is the one that we're in control of. So apart from it being the longest nerve, it helps to regulate heart rate, blood pressure, sweating, digestive system, and to a certain extent speaking, because it controls the muscles around our voice box as well, as I start to go like that. It's the one that gives you the butterflies, it's the one that makes you rush to the toilet before you do anything. So it runs from the brain to the intestines and supplies the nerve function to the heart, the lungs, the airways, and the esophagus, and a two-way system conveying messages to the brain. So not only does it involve all those systems, the nervous system, the endocrine system, the immune system, and the gut microbiome, the surprising part is it doesn't affect the actual gut. So that means the gut really does have a mind of its own, because the vagus nerve isn't controlling it. And our brain has 100 billion neurons, but our gut has 100 million more than that. It's outstanding. It really, really is. So that's why you may have heard that they call our gut a second brain. And it really does have a mind of its own, because we automatically think of what's going on here controls everything, but what's going on here is also controlling here. That's why I make that simple analogy of, I look amazing, oh my Lord, I look terrible. Yeah? It literally is that simple analogy of how the gut actually works to affect us. So many of you have heard about good bacteria, bad bacteria in simple terms. So I'm just going to give 6 simple things, a good and a bad, about our gut. So number 1, oh, I see pens. Number 1, it breaks down and digests our food. Simple. Bad, causes gas and bloating. 2, creates vital vitamins such as vitamin K, vitamin folate and biotin, vitamin B12. Bad, can make you sick, give you diarrhea, give you gas, can lose vital absorption of vitamins and minerals. 3, it regulates our metabolism, our blood sugar and our cholesterol. Bad, gives you that inability to control sugar. That's where you get that, I want it now, because your gut is controlling the sugar cravings. 4, the good, converts dietary fibre into short-chain fatty acids, which are naturally important for gut cells, so the food that you're eating. Bad, it extracts energy from your food, and that's where weight gain happens. 5, keeps your immune system in balance, and we all want that, so you avoid allergies, eczema, asthma. This is really, really vital. And autoimmune diseases, so really big tick in the box for our immune system. The bad, it increases the risk of autoimmune diseases, allergies and eczema. So these are all things that can be healed from the gut. And 6, creates good signalling substances for the brain that lifts the mood. As I said, I'm having a great day today, or I'm having a bad day today. And bad increases the risk of sadness, depression, comfort eating. So improve your gut, improve your health. That's what it is. And I've listened to many, as I say, professors in my industry in the world of lymphatics and gut disease. And there is so much more research going on about gut disease and health and the lymphatic system. It really is quite phenomenal. And it's great that the gut microbiome has come really mainstream now. So you can have as much information or as little as you actually want. There is so much more information there for you. So the question is, what do we eat? And I say, if you can grow it, you can pick it, you can kill it, you can eat it. The rest of it, treat with moderation or avoid it altogether. Buy organic wherever possible to avoid pesticides, antibiotic, plastic particles, because these are, and hormones, these are all in the food chain. And again, there's so much more information about this. And it is staying away from that processed food aisle or completely in moderation. Eat that rainbow. I know for those of you in Arbonne know our Green Gut Glow and our greens with our 36 fruits and vegetables, or our baby version with 13 fruits and veg. But eat those colours. You know, have at least 6 every day from your reds, your yellows, your purples, your blues, your blacks, your whites, not white bread, your tan, but not processed bread. There are so many variations of vegetables, fruits, legumes and grains. And if you do have children, you can have fun creating with colours. and play, if they're young, play games of, how many colours can we get in our supermarket trolley, as long as they're not from the pick and mix aisle. Those colours we want to completely avoid. But the rest, come on, let's have fun. What can we cook with? It's about interaction for the whole family to create that whole healthy lifestyle. And as I said, so you've started trying, if your guests here, fabulous, because there is so much education out there and you're hearing snippets today. All our food to try. Whoever brought you here, speak to them about whether it's our new 7-day Fresh Start plans that I've just finished, I had to say, and whether it's our 30 days to healthy living or our healthy habits. There is so much that you can do with our protein powders and foods. And everything starts with awareness. That's the main thing. Everything starts from awareness, which is why I say if there's one thing that you've taken away from whatever I've said today, that one thing creates change. And that's the most important thing, that creating change starts and then starts to compound over time to lead a long, happy, healthy life. Thank you.
How good was that woman?